Greetings, everyone. My name is Raymond Medallion. I'll be your professor for this course this summer, Math 55. And quite frankly, it's quite an exciting time to be taking differential equations with all the advancements that we'll talk about that's been going on all over the world in terms of technology and sciences. My main objective here, guys, before we meet up on Monday and jumpstart the course, is to give you a tour of the graphic user interface so you can see where I put my syllabus, where I put the content of the course. And I also want to direct your attention to a worksheet I've put together that will give you some practice on some of the stuff that you might have forgotten from algebra and trig, the skill sets necessary to be comfortable with the computations in this course. So let me share my screen and show you how to navigate through the course shell. All right, so when you come in and you click on home, you'll see the welcome letter. We haven't uploaded that yet because I need to finish this video before I upload it. However, I do want to go over the whole thing and show you where things are. At home, you'll see the welcome letter and all the links to the important pieces of the course. However, the content of the course you'll find under modules. You'll notice that it's broken into module 0, which will contain Canvas notification setup, course outline, a presentation I'm going to go over on Monday, some tutorials for students for online courses, an algebra and trig review, a presentation, and some discussion assignment that I've put up, which will give us all sort of, it's a team, and we're going to be together for the next several weeks. And I think of us as a team, and to work as a team, you kind of need to get to know each other, and I need to get to know you and your major so that I can adjust my conversations in terms of applications, and I always do that. So it'll be a very nice thing for me to also see if you're active in the course. Basically, since this is an online course, I somehow need to check you in instead of calling roll. So that meet and greet will be an interesting assignment for you, and you'll also practice your skill set of how to upload a quick video on your major, your name, your interests, and academic objectives for the course. Then you'll see module 1, which is the introduction to differential equations, module 2, first order differential equations, module 3, higher order differential equations, content, videos, and homework. Of course, the solution would follow, module 4, module 5, and module 6. So there's 6 modules in this course, and there's no textbook, and it's all my material. And I'll talk more about this after you've had a chance of clicking on a few of them and getting a feel for how they look like and what they are. Of course, there'll always be announcements for the course. And it's very important for you guys to look at, we haven't set anything up yet. Upcoming assignments come up, but this is where you'll see all the point distributions and all the assignments that you need to work with. Basically, the course is broken into homework assignments, exams, which is made out of the midterm and the final. Basically, the first half of the course will be the midterm, and the second half of the course will be the final. The final will not be comprehensive. And there's also some points given to discussions, and you could find the percentages on the syllabus. And if I show you the syllabus, that's where it's at. So it has all the information you need, and it'll be a good idea if you guys actually go through it and read through and look at all the percentages and things we need to do. Announcements will always be coming up on sort of daily or weekly basis. So I'll put a tab for announcements. There are no tabs at the moment. Again, I'm still in the process of setting up the course, but I strongly recommend that you guys check the announcements at least once or twice a day. And also, if you notice on the modules, the first one says Canvas notification setup. Anybody that's going to use Canvas, whether you're a faculty or you're a student, the first thing you need to do is you need to go in and set up your announcement criteria. Has to push notifications. You get notified by email if I put up an announcement. You don't want to miss these announcements. So you definitely want to make sure that you get some kind of a notification that I have uploaded an announcement for you to look at. Discussions are going to be very important. 5% of your grade is on discussions, and this is basically where you guys will pose questions, other people will respond to it, and so will I. And my responses will usually be video responses. Of course, you can look at the grades, pages, not that important for you. This is where I just upload files so I could link them to other pieces of the course that I need to, mostly modules, uh, syllabus modules, and pretty much it. To me, the most important links in this course is going to be the home link, the assignments, discussions, announcements, which are not here, and you can have I can access the files themselves from files and syllabus and modules. I'm not pretty much going to utilize much else. I mean, obviously Conference Room, but not much else. And I need to make sure that my technical people put the announcements tab here. I'm surprised. I thought announcement tabs will always show up, but apparently not. Let's see. I do want to show you the comprehensive review sheet I was talking about. I call it Algebra Trigger View material. And this is basically, you notice, these are some of the things through the years I've realized that ODE students have a hard time with because they don't remember. You obviously don't need to do every single one of these problems, and you'll see 90% of them have the answers in front of them, so you'll know what the answer is. But it's not a bad idea for you to go through, and like it starts with graphing piecewise defined functions. So do 2, 3 of them just to get used to it or to recall some factoring here, some solving equations, some rationalization, very important technique you need. Let's see, working with graphing simple functions with concept of shifts, domain range, functional evaluations, composition of functions. I've put some logs and exponential stuff in here for you, some equations to solve. Let's see, I should have, yeah, there it is. I have some partial fraction decomposition, which is also going to be a pretty important skill set to have in this course. A couple of systems for you to solve, some exponential and logarithmic functions to graph, and of course, some trig identities and trig equations to work with. Seems to be about 110 questions. Again, majority of them have the answers except the identities. So again, this is just me telling you that these are the type of background information that you kind of need to be familiar with and you need to recall. And basically, for us to start the course on Monday, besides going over my course shell to get familiarized with what things are, your only assignment would be to actually do some review for the course. Of course, this is the algebra trigger view. You're also going to be required to be comfortable with techniques of integration. And for that, I'll also recommend you do some review of calculus from the chapters on integration, especially integration by parts, trig substitution, and also, if you don't recall Calc 2 and power series, wouldn't be a bad idea for you guys to review a little bit of power series as well. So I'm done with that part of it. Let's see. Okay, so we talked about the home, which is going to be the welcome letter, you know, where the assignments are, discussions, grades, people, pages, files, syllabus, and modules, and that's it. Now, I also want to talk about the course outline. Again, the module 0 stuff are things that you can just go over and you see yourself. But you notice I've also given you a detailed course outline for the entire duration of the next 6 weeks. And you'll see when the homework is due and when the midterm is and when the final is. And of course, if I click on Confer Zoom, it gives me an error. It happens. Welcome to technology. I guess it doesn't like me to do it in student view, but if you click on Conference Zoom, you'll see all the meeting links starting obviously on Monday. Now, you may see the Zoom set up to start at 6:15 instead of 6:45, even though the course starts at 6:45. The reason I'm going to come in and set up my Zoom starting at 6:15 is to just be there in case you guys have some questions, you want to talk to me. Basically, I call that office hours. So you don't have to be there, but if you want to, you'll always have access to me before class starts. And that's basically my office hours on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Let me unshare the screen. All right, so this basically gives you an idea, guys, of how I've set up the course and where things are. I'll be videoing another one talking about some other parts of this course on another video shortly, and I'll see you guys there.